The other day, I was at the library, and this kid starts talking with me. We were using computers. He's sitting at the computer next to me, and he asks me to come take a look at an email that he's sending to a potential boss of his. And it was interesting because I noticed he's experiencing something exactly that I've experienced, which is just like this total feeling of like not knowing who the fuck you are, and like literally experience of not knowing what's real, and starting from self-judgment and trying to go into reality and go into the world um, completely believing in this form of self-judgment, and I'm not good enough and things aren't okay with me and what I'm doing. So he'd spent probably like, oh fucking Jesus, like 4 hours, seriously, like that amount of time writing this email and rewriting it, rewriting it, rewriting it, rewriting it. And point of this vlog is that what I ended up doing was like literally like going to him and saying like, no, okay, say this because this reason, say this because this reason, don't do that because this reason, say this because this reason. Like I was just looking at how I didn't really give him effective skills not to judge himself, but actually gave him a tool, an increased ability to become effective in the system without really having to face that point of self-judgment, so actually polarizing his situation more by creating a perception and an experience of success, achievement, importance, power, superiority. And you can't really help people when they're in that situation. You can, but you literally have to just let them work through it on their own, like I had to do, like how I was supported with Destiny. No one from Destiny was like ever willing to do anything for me and be like, all right, do this now, do this now. You're doing this here. Like literally having to explain to him each sentence of what he was writing and just being like, that's self-judgment. Don't do that, because in that within that point, I'm not actually putting him in a situation where he has to himself stand up to the self-judgment and direct himself. So he actually um, disregarded the main point that I was trying to get across to him, which was this is all from self-judgment and inferiority, and you're not actually considering yourself, but are judging yourself. So yeah, a more effective way to direct that young man would have been to only give him what he needed to face the point on his own, instead of providing him with an apparent solution, which then developed a dependency on me, and like um yeah. So everybody has to face themselves and actually do it on their own, because anything else is not actually facing themselves and not actually fixing the problem, but making it worse within the I guess polarity construct of the system. Because the system and who we are in the system is like a tool. It's like the context in which we exist, so that is actually something that's real and something that has uh, power and influence over us. I'm really uncertain with that last statement, because that's like within that would be the belief and the statement that to have a certain kind of life will have a certain kind of have a certain kind of like being a celebrity. Celebrities should be like a superior form of human being in that regard, because they do have access to support within the system, but it's actually, and this is something that I really have never considered as this point of like actual absolute personal responsibility. Um, it's actually what matters is who we are, because celebrities have already proven that you can have everything the system has to offer, but if you're not willing to face yourself, it's not going to mean shit.